The Rocket Man himself, Elton John, is shooting off his opinion in GQ Hype on today's Music Stars, saying that to be a star, you have to be a star for a long time. And you have to do that by being a live performer. You can't be a star just by making records. And he goes on to say that the only one real star at the moment is Lady Gaga.
How old is Gaga? How
32.
Old is that's not
33.
a long time.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
She's not a Diana Ross.
She's not a Diana Ross,
right.
who, by the way, is a star. Right? It's gotta be unequivocal. Everybody's gotta agree that this person's got the charisma, the talent, all of that. And they usually go by one name, right?
Yeah.
Right? Usually it's like you just know. It's like Beyonce, boom.
Prince.
Right?
Madonna.
Prince, boom.
Yeah,
Madonna, boom, right?
Yeah.
Like you just,
Cher, boom.
Yeah.
You know what? Isn't this like the most egotistical thing? Like, J-Lo. Obviously, someone's on my mind. Elton John is clearly like he is showing not nepotism, but he's also showing egotistical side of him because he's really trying to find someone who's got star power like his star power.
He's talking about himself.
He's talking about himself. She plays the piano. He plays the piano. He wears wild outfits. She wears wild outfits. It's like he's basically saying the only star in the world is actually me. She's okay too. And to me, the other part of this is that Elton John, you don't get to pick who a star is or who becomes a star. The fans do. And the fans, like people like me, I have a different taste, maybe you have a different taste. And so when I think of like a J-Lo, there she is. To me, why I love her is that she is a performer to me, not because she's the best singer or because she's the best actress, blah, blah, blah. But what I like in my artist is I want a show. I want a show woman. I want costume changes. I want great hair. I want great makeup. I want a spectacle. I want someone who's a triple threat. That to me is a star, which means that it might be a different definition for you. But for Elton to be like, she's the only one, you're actually kind of poo-pooing all the fans who really are the ones who matter and create a star.
It's an interesting question of what is a star. Like, what do you think?
Well, I think that's a really good, like, all of those things that you said, that spectacle, that, for instance, in the musical artists and the bands that I like, I actually don't really care about that stuff. I really respect it, and like Lady Gaga, for instance, I respect her showmanship. I think she's an amazing artist. I think she's an incredible actor with almost no experience. She was obviously great in A Star Is Born.
Well...
but I don't listen... I thought she was incredible. Oh, what have I done? What minefield hath I wandered into? But for me, like, I don't actively listen to her music. So for me, yeah, she's a star because she's all of those things, but I don't actively listen to her music. And like, you know, I like bands like Fugazi or the Bad Brains or, you know, Sonic Youth, bands that a lot of other people might not like who don't make a big thing of performance.
Right.
But to me, they are absolutely stars. So I think it's in the eye of the beholder. I think you're absolutely right.
Yeah. And maybe some of it is about mass appeal. Now, Zachary on Facebook wrote, yes, it is important. I imagine he means the length of time, what Elton John was saying. But maybe I'm just old. If you watch the Billboard Awards this year, Paula Abdul outperformed all the young artists, and she's 56. Camilla and Halsey, take notes, please. Zachary! I have so many questions, Zachary. I want to know your age. I want to know more about you and what your musical tastes are.
Wow.
I mean, not to say, like, I think that you raised an interesting point, but maybe at a certain point, we get nostalgic.
Yeah.
We like the artists that we grew up with, and we have an attachment towards them. And I sometimes think that some of this stuff is only really recognizable in hindsight, like that somebody is a star. Like maybe Halsey and Camilla, maybe they won't stand the test of time. Maybe they will. We don't know. Like at the time when Madonna and Cyndi Lauper first came out, around the same time, 1984, tons of critics were saying...
good photo.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
Tons of critics were saying at that time that Cyndi Lauper was definitely going to be the bigger star and she was going to hold the test of time. And not to say that Cyndi Lauper isn't amazing, because she is. But really, the one that we know best and the bigger, arguably, star is Madonna. So sometimes it's like a bit of time as well.
Also, his points about you need to be like an artist or in a band for a long time and perform often. The Beatles were together as the Fab Four for like 7 or 8 years, and for the last half of their career, they never performed live. And they only maintained their fame by releasing music recorded-wise. And so they weren't performing live. Barbra Streisand had a 25-year period in her career where she basically didn't perform. So he's also applying all these metrics that don't even kind of line up with people he even cites in the article.
But you can't measure on...
You can't measure something like this solely on metrics either, or on a
Right.
mathematical formula. Otherwise, it would be easy to create a star. What you
great
need
point,
is,
yeah.
on top of the talent and all that, you need that magic. It's something you can't bottle. It's something that you can't explain. It's an it factor. That's
Well,
why
unless you
there
put it
is
in
that.
a perfume and then you sell it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure, but I
what
mean,
they
like,
do.
there is that it factor to
Yeah.
a star,
Yeah,
right?
totally.
Like, there is
Agreed.
that
Agreed.
something that, for example, someone like Britney Spears, who doesn't really write her own music, arguably the singing might not be on par with some other artists, but there was something about Britney
Yeah.
that made people pay attention on a mass level, where you care about them. And I just don't think that you can find that in a, I don't know, a sentence in a magazine article that
Yeah.
Elton is saying. You can't make it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's talking about himself.
Yeah,
Come
that's
on.
right.
He's talking about himself.